Great. Just want to thank you for joining today, this lovely, lovely fall day. Today we're going to talk about MEFA Pathway and how the assessments within MEFA Pathway can connect to a student's career search. So again, thank you for joining. My name is Jennifer Bento-Pinion. I'm here at MEFA on the college planning team as program manager for MEFA Pathway. And just a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. I'm going to keep everyone on mute throughout the presentation. And then if you have any questions, you can type them into the question box and we'll take those at the end. I'll leave, at the conclusion of the webinar, I will leave up my contact information. So you are more than welcome to get in touch with me with further questions. If you're logged in using the app on your phone, you'll want to swipe right to get to the presentation and get rid of the webcam. And also the last thing is that this session is being recorded. So I will send a copy of the recording to all of our participants here today, probably this afternoon or tomorrow morning. All right, so if you're not familiar with MEFA Pathway, MEFA Pathway is a complete college and career planning platform. It's available to all students in grades 6 through 12. It's a free resource that MEFA offers to any school in Massachusetts that wants to become one of our affiliates. MEFA Pathway plays a key role in the Commonwealth's efforts around college and career readiness by increasing access to information about higher education and career opportunities for all types of students. So every student's path is different, and MEFA Pathway is not a one-size-fits-all approach, but rather it's tailored to meet the needs of our diverse populations. So again, today, I'll go through the registration process very simply, but we are going to focus on the assessments and the career search. So any student can create an account in MEFA Pathway. Here's our main page, it's mefapathway.org. As a new student, the student would just click, very obviously, I am a student. And then as a first-time user, they would go through the registration process. So they just click register here. First name, last name, date of birth. They can select the city or town their school is in. They select their school. Once they plug in a city or town, they will then be brought to a list of schools in that city or town to select from. And then on the subsequent pages, the student creates a username. They create a password. They do have to input an email address. So that is, if they need to reset their password, they can do that by their email address. They also create 2 security questions, which another way that the student can reset their password. So once they go through that very simple registration process, they will create those credentials. And then every time they log in, obviously they're putting in their username and password. And I am logging into my student test account here, Alice, who is a grade 12 student. So depending on the year of graduation that the student put in when they were registering their account, they will then see a dashboard that is age appropriate to their grade level. And what that means is that the student will see suggested activities per that grade level. So we are, again, in a grade 12 student's account here. So as you can see, as I scroll down, these are appropriate activities for that grade 12 student. Okay, so the dashboard is great because it serves as just kind of a next steps for the student. So obviously a grade 9 student is seeing different activities suggested to them than that of a grade 12 student. But all of the features within the site are available to all of the level, all grades 9 through 12. A student in grades 6, 7, and 8 would see different activities. So that's in some senses it's a different website, it's a different portal. But if a student creates an account in middle school, it will transition with them to high school, but the activities change. Okay, so we're going to go on to the Discover Careers page here. So I just clicked on Discover Careers. Now on this main page, you can access the assessments. Just click on Get to Know Yourself. So we have 3 assessments within the website. What are your interests? What are your work values? And what are your skills? The work values in the interest assessments, those both tie into that career search. So, and I will show you that in just a few minutes here, but first I want to show you what the assessments look like. So both of these assessments are based off the Holland codes. So the student would, to get started, they just click Get Started. And once they click Get Started, there are 30 activities that the student rates from the very sad face to the very happy face. So they look at the activity, they rate the activity, they get on to the next page. I won't bring you through the 30, but you get the idea. So once the student gets to, they do have to complete the assessment in order to get results. Once they complete that assessment, they will get to the end of the assessment, and then they will see this page here with their top 3 results on the page. So in this little area here, they can remove these results, but also important that when they complete this assessment for the first time, they will want to save their results. Now, on the other side, for the educator, if you're one of our affiliate schools, you have access to our counselor portal, and you would be able to see the results of these assessments of your students. The student can retake these assessments as many times as they like. On the educator side, you would see up to 3 groupings of those assessments. So once the student retakes the assessment for the 4th time, the oldest set of results will be kicked out. So this is my student, my test account here, based on the answers to that interest assessment. Their top 3 results are realistic, investigative, and artistic. And as you can see, we have a summary of all of the options down below here. So then here's where the fun starts. So the student from this page can click to see associated careers with each of these results. So we just clicked on that, and up came a great list of related careers to that artistic result. From here, the student can look at this list and say, this looks kind of interesting. Human factor engineers and ergonomists. Can't even say it. I don't know what it is. Let's check it out. So our details page here up at the top is a great summary, shows the career category, the required education level for this particular career, their projected growth of this career, median wage. And then as we scroll down, there's all kinds of great information that the student can read about. They can access a video, and a lot of these videos are typically 90 seconds long to hear about this particular career. And then as we scroll down, we'll see preparation required for this occupation, education, experience, job training, knowledge required, skills. And then as we scroll down to the very bottom of this details page, we will see the students' top interests, and if they've taken that values assessment as well, and how their top results match to this particular career. So then if the student would like to save this career to look at further down the road, they can save, just click save. And once they save a particular career, it is then on their career list. And I'll show you that in just a couple minutes. So going back to the get to know yourself, let's look at the work values assessment. So just click on get started. Now the work values assessment has a different format. So the student would read the work value, and then they would select where they would like to put, which box they would like to put that in, from least important to most important. So make use of my abilities. I'm going to pop that right in the middle. So you see how this works. So they just go through here, and then they can move the boxes too if they get to one and they want to change where they placed it. So similar to the interest assessments, they have to get to the very end of the assessment, click save, and then once they save those results, they will be brought to their results page, which again looks similar to that of the interest assessment. So their top 3 results, a little summary of each down the bottom here, and then they can look at their list of associated careers with each of these top results. So now what the student can do from here, once they build out their results from their interest assessments, is go on to this main career search page and apply their results to a career search. So this is great for when students are beginning to think about what they would like to do after they graduate from high school. So, as early as 6th, 7th, 8th grade, certainly as they get to the high school level. So there are many ways that the student can build out a list of careers that they may be interested in, but I'm going to show you how they can use their interests. So we're on the left side of the page here, and I just click use my interests, and now the student's top 3 results from them taking that interest assessment are automatically checked off, and a list of corresponding careers. So I will mention that all of the information on the careers comes from ONET, and that is updated yearly. So that's good to know. Everything comes from ONET. And then in addition, if the student has taken that work values assessment, they can also apply their top results. Just click use my values, and their top results are checked off and then applied as a filter to this list as well. So then from here, if the student would like to, they can plug in an education level. Say they want to go to school to get a 2-year degree. We just click that. And as we apply the filters, obviously we're narrowing our list down. And then they can go further and put in a career category or career cluster if they like. So let's select health and human services here. And now based on, you can see all of the filters up at the top here. Based on these filters, we have the 7 careers based on those filters. So from here, again, the student can select a career. We're looking at a surgical technologist, and we're back to that career details page. Okay. And then again, if the student would like to save a particular career, they just click save, and then it is on their career list, which is right here. So all of these, the assessments, the career search page, and the career lists are all under this Discover Careers main tab. So now the student, we can see here, our student has 33 careers on their list. So they've been doing a lot of exploration within this site. They can favorite a career if they like. And once they favorite a career, it then appears in a tidy little list that is on their digital portfolio. So once the student starts working through the career search and adding careers to their list, on the educator side, this is something you would be able to see as well. So in addition to the career name, you would see, as the educator, you would see the category that career is affiliated with. And then from there, you could, as the educator, maybe you're looking at, you have 15 to 20 students that have business management and admin on that appear within their career category. You can gather those students and have a career day with them. So just some different ways to use these resources. And I'll just show you the digital portfolio really quick since I mentioned it. So the digital portfolio is, we call it a repository of a lot of the great, not all, but a lot of the great things that the student is working on within the site. So the career list, the favorites that the student has, that they have favorited on their career list are here on the right. So also you'll see colleges that are favorited are on this page as well. And then a lot of what the student works through the profile details. So activities, clubs, sports, favorite subjects, interests, honors and awards, that comes from the profile. And then we have on the bottom here, the student has their top results from that interest assessment and that work values assessment. So they have those top 3 results. And we do have a link out to a learning styles inventory, so they can, they just click, in this case, the student has already taken it and put in their top result, but they can access that just by clicking update results. Okay, great. So that pretty much wraps up the career piece, tying in, again, those assessments into a career search. I am going to, if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to type them into the question box. There aren't any yet, but feel free if you'd like to, if you have a question or if you'd like me to go back to something, type your question on in. And I will leave my contact information up in case you are an educator that would like some more information on MEFA Pathway. Again, this is a MEFA Pathway is a completely free resource that's offered to all schools if you'd like to take advantage. And then, of course, students do not have to be part of an affiliate school to create their own account. So I suggest that you and encourage that you, as an educator, create your own account as a student so you can get a good feel for what the student experiences when they are in our website. All right, great. I'll leave my contact information up for a couple of minutes, and I thank you all for joining today, and have a great afternoon.